What being a sissy means to me. Hi, I'm Lily. And today I want to talk about something really close to my heart. What being a sissy means to me. I'm not going to try and make this sound perfect or fancy. I just want to be honest and speak the way I really feel. So, where do I even start? I guess the truth is, I've always felt a pull toward femininity. Ever since I was younger, I thought about dresses. I'd see one and just wonder how it would feel, and eventually, I couldn't just wonder anymore. I tried one on. It was this tight-fitting red dress, nothing too complicated, but the moment I slipped it on, I can't even describe it properly. It just felt right, like in my body. My shoulders dropped, my smile felt more real. I just knew I was in the right place. And it wasn't just a one-time thing. I kept going back to it, again and again, every chance I got. Because the truth is, I wasn't just wearing a dress, I was stepping into myself. That was the beginning, and from there, it grew into all these little rituals. Panties, stockings, a bra, makeup, shoes, my maid dress, my cheer uniform, ballet shoes, all of it. And each thing, each piece, isn't just clothing to me. It's a way of expressing this part of myself that I can't ignore anymore. When I pull on a pair of panties, I don't just feel the fabric, I feel safe. When I fasten a bra, I feel my body shift into a posture that feels more like me. Stockings slow me down. The way you roll them up, clip them into place, it makes me notice myself. Be present. And my pink frilly maid dress. Oh, that's a big one. The moment I put it on, it's like a switch flicks inside me. Suddenly I want to be neat. I want to serve. I want everything to be proper. Not just the dress, but the whole thing. My makeup has to be right. My wig has to sit perfectly. My pink headband straight. And most of all, the bow at the back of my apron. It has to be perfect. A crooked bow feels like I've let myself down. And when it's all just right, I don't just sit there. I move, I clean, I polish. I make sure things are tidy. That's what the dress does to me. It pulls me into that mindset. I want to live up to it. So after that first red dress, things just kept building. I started exploring little pieces, small things that no one else had to see but me. And honestly, panties were one of the first things. There's just something about them. The softness, the cut, the way they sit on my hips. It's such a simple thing, but for me it feels so powerful. Putting on a pair of panties makes me feel comforted, almost held. Like a reminder, you're allowed to be soft. Then there's the bra. At first it felt almost like a costume, I'll admit. But over time it became more than that. When I fasten a bra, I notice how my posture changes. My back straightens a little, my shoulders sit differently, and suddenly I'm standing there in the mirror thinking, yes, that's me, that's who I am. Stockings are another ritual. They take time. You don't just throw them on. You have to roll them carefully, ease them up your legs, clip them into place. And that slowness makes me notice myself. I notice the smoothness of my legs, the way the fabric clings, the way it changes the way I walk. And once they're on, I feel elegant, even if I'm just walking across the room. I think what I love most about these little things is that they make everyday life feel intentional. Like, I'm not just rushing out of bed and grabbing whatever. I'm taking time to prepare myself piece by piece. It's almost meditative. Some people don't get it. They see clothes as just clothes. But for me, these rituals are how I build myself up. They're how I step into Lily each day. They remind me that being feminine isn't about one big thing. It's about hundreds of tiny choices. Like in the morning, I'll do my skincare first. Cleanse, tone, moisturize. Then I'll pick my panties, then my bra. Then the stockings, then makeup. Each layer is like a step deeper into myself. By the time I'm done, I feel ready. I feel whole. And I don't do it for anyone else, not really. I do it for me. Because these little habits make me happy. They make me feel confident. They make me feel like I'm honoring a side of myself that used to be hidden away. If there's one outfit that really changes me the most, it's my pink frilly maid's dress. The moment I put it on, everything feels different. It's not just clothes, it's like a switch in my head. Suddenly, I want everything to be perfect, not just me, but the whole house. And it's not enough to just throw the dress on. No, it has to be the whole thing. My makeup has to be done, neat and proper. My wig brushed through so there's not a hair out of place. My pink headband sitting just right. And the bow on my apron? That bow has to be perfect. If it's crooked, I feel like I've failed before I've even started. Once I'm fully dressed, I don't just sit there looking pretty. I get up and I work. Something about that uniform makes me want to clean. Like, I'll catch myself straightening cushions or polishing the table until it shines. I'll sweep the floor and actually enjoy it because in my mind, I'm not just tidying. I'm serving. I'm proving myself. One of my favorite little chores is polishing mirrors. It sounds silly, but I love it. There's something about seeing the glass go from streaky to spotless, and then catching my reflection there. Me in my maid's dress, bow-tied neatly, makeup done. It feels like proof that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And kneeling plays a part in this too. Sometimes, when I've finished, I'll kneel at the side of the bed or on the floor just waiting, head down. It can hurt after a while. Kneeling does that. But it also makes me feel calm. Like I'm showing that I'm willing, that I'm dedicated. It's not easy, but the challenge is part of why it feels so meaningful. I know to some people it might look strange, but for me, putting on that maid dress and following a strict cleaning routine isn't about being silly or playing dress up. It's about discipline. It's about presenting myself properly. It's about proving, even in small ways, that I can live up to the role I've chosen. Makeup was the next big step for me. At first, I was nervous. I didn't really know what I was doing. I remember sitting at my mirror with a few products spread out, watching videos, trying to copy each motion. And honestly, I was awful at it. But over time, I started to find my rhythm. Now it's one of my favorite parts of the day. There's something calming about it. The little sounds of brushes and compacts, the soft click of a lipstick lid. I like taking my time, blending everything until it looks just right. It's not about covering anything up. It's about seeing the version of myself that feels real. Going to the salon for my nails is a different kind of experience. The moment I walk in, I can smell the polish and hear that quiet buzz from the drills they use. It's busy but peaceful in its own way. Sitting there, watching them file and shape my nails, I always feel this mix of excitement and calm. It's like I'm being taken care of, like I'm giving myself permission to feel pretty. And when I walk out, holding my hands up to admire that perfect glossy finish, it's the best feeling. It's a tiny thing, but it changes the way I move my hands, the way I hold things, even the way I type. Heels were a challenge. The first few times I tried walking in them, I was wobbly and probably looked ridiculous. But the more I practiced, the more graceful I became. High heels change everything. Your posture, your confidence, even the way you hear yourself walking. That little click-click sound on the floor makes me feel poised, like I'm carrying a secret strength. Then there's ballet. I don't mean professionally or anything, just small routines I practice at home. Ballet taught me grace in movement, control, balance, and focus. I love how delicate it feels, even though it's actually really hard work. It reminds me that femininity isn't weakness. It's precision, patience, and strength hidden under softness. And of course my cheer uniform. That's the playful side of me. I don't wear it often, but when I do, it makes me feel bold and free. There's something empowering about it. The bright colors, the energy. It's like it taps into the fun side of my femininity, the one that dances around without worrying what anyone thinks. All of these things, Makeup, nails, heels, ballet, cheer. They're all just different languages for the same feeling, the same need to express something gentle and bright inside me. Each one makes me feel a little more like myself. One of the biggest parts of this life for me is structure. It's funny, most people think being feminine is all about freedom and flow, but for me it's the structure behind it that gives it meaning. Having routines, rules, and little systems I follow each day makes me feel safe, calm, and focused. I actually like being told what to do sometimes, or setting those expectations for myself, whether it's knowing how I should stand, how I should dress, or when things need to be done, it helps me stay in the right mindset. There's comfort in discipline. It's like a quiet voice that says, "You know what's expected of you." And when I follow through, when I do everything exactly as I should, I feel proud, I feel complete. When I kneel, it's not about punishment or fear. It's about surrendering to a moment of stillness. Sometimes I'll kneel by the bed or at the side of the room after I've finished my chores, head down, hands resting neatly in my lap, and just breathe. It hurts a little after a while, but that's part of what makes it powerful. It's not about pain, it's about patience. It's about staying calm and knowing I'm doing something that takes effort, focus, and commitment. The same goes for cleaning, getting dressed, or even checking my appearance. Every task has its order. Apron first, bow tied neatly, mirror check. Even when I polish something, I do it slowly, deliberately. That sense of structure gives me purpose. And I think that's what being a Sissy, or being Lily, really means for me. It's not just about wearing something pretty or looking a certain way. It's about living it fully. Following through with the habits, the rules, the presentation, all of it. It's a lifestyle that keeps me focused and grounded. The more I follow my routines, the better I feel. It's like I'm building a quiet strength through consistency. Every bow tied straight, every surface cleaned properly, every moment I hold myself with poise, they all add up. That's the part that surprises people. They see the pink and the lace and think it's all play. But for me, it's discipline wrapped in softness. It's devotion hidden inside beauty, and it teaches me something every day. That obedience doesn't mean weakness, it means purpose. When I look back at everything I've shared, it all comes down to one thing. Being Lily is about honesty. It's about finally allowing myself to live the way I've always felt inside. For a long time, I thought this side of me was something to hide, something that had to stay secret. But the truth is, every time I tried to ignore it, I felt smaller. The more I embraced it, the more complete I became. Being feminine isn't just about dresses or makeup or rules. It's about being gentle, patient, and kind with myself. It's about slowing down long enough to notice the small things that make life beautiful. When I wear my red dress, I feel brave. When I pull on my maid uniform, I feel disciplined and focused. When I'm at the salon or doing my makeup, I feel pampered and cared for. When I kneel or follow my routines, I feel steady and purposeful. Each of those moments is part of who I am. They remind me that I don't have to fit into someone else's idea of what strength looks like. Softness can be strong, discipline can be graceful, femininity can be powerful. And that's the message I want anyone watching this to take away. Whether you identify like me or not, it's okay to follow what feels right. It's okay to build your own structure, to find your own version of beauty and purpose. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that living this way, with intention and care, makes life quieter, calmer, and more meaningful. I don't always get it perfect. Some days I feel confident, other days I don't. But I keep going. I keep tying the bow, doing my makeup, straightening the sheets, because each of those small acts reminds me that I'm choosing this life. It's mine. And if you're listening to this and you've ever felt the same, like there's a side of you waiting to come out, just know that it's okay. Take your time. Go at your own pace. It's not about changing overnight. It's about discovering yourself, piece by piece, and learning to love every version of you along the way. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for letting me share a part of myself. And thank you for helping me feel seen.